Hello everyone, welcome back to Fluent English. We're so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're listening on your way to work, during a walk, or while relaxing at home, thanks for spending some time with us.
Hey everyone, it's great to have you back. I don't know about you, but I've been noticing something lately. Native speakers use certain grammar forms all the time, but many English learners rarely use them.
That's so true. I was chatting with a friend recently, and I realized that in just a few minutes I said should've, would've, could've, and might've several times without even thinking about it.
Exactly, and that's what we're talking about today. We're going to explore how Americans really use should've, could've, would've, might've, and must've in everyday conversations.
These forms can seem confusing at first because they're contractions, and sometimes they're spoken so quickly that learners don't even recognize them. But by the end of this episode, you'll understand what they mean, when people use them, and how you can start using them naturally.
We'll also look at common mistakes, real-life examples, and some practice activities to help you remember everything.
If you've ever heard someone say, "I should have called," or "that must have been difficult," and wondered exactly how those expressions work, today's episode is for you.
Before we get started, we'd love to hear from you. Which one confuses you the most? Should've, could've, would've, might've, or must've? Let us know in the comments.
And if you're enjoying Fluent English, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us create more lessons for learners around the world.
All right, let's jump into our first section and build a strong foundation.
Let's start with the basic idea. All 5 expressions we're discussing today are contractions. They're short forms that Americans use constantly in spoken English.
The basic structure is simple. Subject plus modal verb plus have plus past participle in conversation. Modal verb plus have often becomes a contraction.
For example, I should have studied, I should have studied. They mean exactly the same thing.
Here are some common examples. I should have left earlier. She could have helped us. They would have loved that movie. He might have forgotten. It must have been expensive.
Notice that all these examples refer to the past. That's the key idea. We're looking back at something that already happened or didn't happen.
Let's start with should've. Americans use should've when talking about something that was a good idea but didn't happen.
For example, yesterday I forgot my umbrella. It rained all afternoon. Later I said, I should have brought my umbrella.
That's perfect. Here's another one. I should have gone to bed earlier. Many people say that every morning.
Very true. Now let's talk about could've. Could've means something was possible in the past.
For example, I could have taken the train. We could have ordered pizza. She could have won the game.
In each case, the action was possible, but it didn't happen.
Next is would've. This one often describes an imaginary past result.
Like this, I would have called you but my phone died.
Or we would have come to the party but we were out of town.
Now let's make this interactive. Mateo, if you forgot your wallet before going shopping, what might you say later?
I'd probably say I should have checked my pocket before leaving.
Exactly, and listeners, what would you say? Try answering out loud right now.
Let's move to might have. This expresses possibility.
For example, she might have missed the bus.
Notice that we're not sure, we're guessing.
Finally, must have expresses a strong conclusion.
For example, you worked 12 hours today, you must have been exhausted.
That's much stronger than might have.
Let's practice. If your friend arrives completely soaked from the rain, what could you say?
You must have gotten caught in a storm.
Great, now let's look at negatives.
Shouldn't have exists, but most Americans avoid saying it because it's awkward.
Instead, people usually say shouldn't have.
The same thing happens with couldn't have, wouldn't have, and might not have.
Can you create a sentence with should have? Can you make one with could have? Pause and say them out loud.
And write one example in the comments. We'd love to see your sentences.
Quick summary. Should have is advice or regret, could have is possibility, would have is an imagined result, might have is uncertainty, and must have is a strong conclusion.
Now that we understand the basics, let's go deeper into how Americans use these expressions in real conversations every day.
This is where things start sounding really natural.
One thing you'll notice is that Americans use these expressions constantly when telling stories.
That's right, imagine someone says, I missed my flight.
A friend might respond, you should have left earlier.
Or you could have taken an earlier train.
Storytelling is one of the biggest areas where these forms appear.
Let's compare a few situations.
Situation 1, you forgot your homework.
I should have finished it last night.
Situation 2. There was another option available.
I could have worked on it during lunch.
Situation 3. Imagining a different result.
I would have gotten a better grade.
Notice how each expression changes the meaning.
Let's do a mini dialogue.
I can't believe I missed the concert.
You should have bought tickets earlier.
I know, I could have bought them last month.
And you would have gotten better seats.
That's exactly how native speakers combine these expressions naturally.
Americans also use them when discussing possibilities.
For example, if someone doesn't answer the phone, you might say, she might have gone to sleep.
Or he might have left his phone at home.
Compare that with must have.
He didn't answer for 10 hours, he must have been traveling.
That's a much stronger belief.
Let's talk about formal versus informal usage.
In writing, you may see should have.
But in everyday speech, should have is extremely common.
The same applies to would have, could have, might have, and must have.
Here's a quick practice activity.
I'll describe a situation, and you choose the best expression.
Your friend forgot her keys, what's a good response?
You should have checked your bag.
Excellent.
Here's another. There was another possible route home.
We could have taken the highway.
Great, now let's share 3 tips.
First, listen for these contractions in movies and podcasts.
Second, practice saying them aloud.
Third, use them when talking about your day.
For example, at night you can say, I should have exercised, or I could have finished that project.
That's real-life practice.
We'd love another comment from you. Write 1 sentence using would have and 1 using might have.
Review time. These expressions help you discuss regrets, possibilities, imagined results, and conclusions in a very natural American way.
Now let's explore another important use that makes conversations sound even more fluent.
Let's continue.
In this section, we're focusing on everyday communication and social situations.
This is where tone becomes important.
Americans often use should have to give gentle advice after something happens.
For example, you should have asked me for help.
Notice that it sounds softer than criticism.
Here's another example, a friend gets sunburned.
You might say, you should have worn sunscreen.
That's advice, not an attack.
Could have is also useful for discussing missed opportunities.
Imagine someone says, I never applied for that job.
You might respond, you could have been perfect for it.
Would have often appears in emotional conversations.
For example, I would have loved to meet your grandparents.
Or that would have been amazing.
These expressions help people sound natural and conversational.
Let's discuss tone. If you stress should have strongly, it can sound critical.
But if you say it gently, it sounds supportive.
Delivery matters.
The same thing happens with would have.
I would have helped can sound sincere or defensive depending on tone.
Let's do a mini practice.
Situation, your friend missed an important email.
I'd say, you should have checked your inbox.
Situation, there was another option.
You could have replied from your phone.
Situation, imagining a better outcome.
It would have saved a lot of time.
Excellent.
Here's another tip. Use these expressions while reflecting on your day.
For example, I should have exercised.
I could have studied more.
I would have finished earlier if I hadn't gotten distracted.
And don't forget might have and must have.
The teacher might have forgotten.
The teacher must have been busy.
We'd love to hear your examples. Write 1 sentence about something you should have done this week.
And another sentence about something that might have happened.
Also try speaking your answers aloud. Your mouth needs practice just as much as your brain does.
Structural review. Should have equals advice or regret, could have equals possibility, would have equals imagined result, might have equals uncertain guess, and must have equals strong conclusion.
Keep repeating those ideas and they'll become automatic.
Let's talk about mistakes, because everyone makes them.
Absolutely, even advanced learners sometimes get confused.
Mistake number 1. Confusing would have and could have.
Incorrect, I could have gone if I had more time.
That might be okay depending on context, but many learners use it when they really mean a result.
Correct, I would have gone if I had more time.
Why? Because we're describing an imagined result.
Mistake number 2, using should have for future situations.
Should have refers to the past.
Incorrect, I should have called him tomorrow.
Correct, I should call him tomorrow.
Mistake number 3, forgetting the past participle.
Incorrect, I should have go.
Correct, I should have gone.
The structure requires have plus past participle.
Mistake number 4, confusing might have and must have.
Might have means maybe.
Must have means I'm almost certain.
Here's a funny example.
Someone sees one cookie missing.
My brother might have eaten it.
Then they see cookie crumbs all over his shirt.
Okay, he must have eaten it.
Much stronger evidence.
Let's practice.
Which is correct, I should have went or I should have gone.
The answer is, I should have gone.
Which is stronger, he might have been tired or he must have been tired.
The second one.
Try creating your own examples for each mistake type.
And don't worry if you make errors. Mistakes are part of learning. Every fluent speaker has made thousands of them.
Exactly, the goal isn't perfection, the goal is communication and steady improvement.
Time for interactive practice. Choose the correct sentence.
Situation 1, you forgot your umbrella. Option A, I should have brought my umbrella. Option B, I should have bring my umbrella.
The answer is A.
Because we need the past participle brought.
Situation 2, you're imagining a different result. Option A, I would have passed. Option B, I could have passed.
Usually A is better if you're describing the imagined result.
Situation 3, you're not sure where your friend is. Option A, she must have gone home. Option B, she might have gone home.
If you're uncertain, choose B.
Situation 4, you have strong evidence. Option A, he might have forgotten. Option B, he must have forgotten.
With strong evidence, choose B.
Situation 5, there was another possibility available. Option A, we could have taken a taxi. Option B, we would have taken a taxi.
A is usually correct because we're discussing an available option.
Say the correct answers aloud. Speaking helps build automatic habits.
You can also adjust formality. In writing, you may use should have. In conversation, should have sounds very natural.
Challenge time. Create one sentence with each of the 5 expressions and post them in the comments.
Remember, real conversations matter more than perfect grammar.
We've covered a lot today, and you should feel proud of yourself for staying with us through the entire lesson.
Let's review the 5 expressions one more time. Should have for advice or regret, could have for possibility, would have for imagined results, might have for uncertain guesses, must have for strong conclusions.
These are some of the most common expressions you'll hear in everyday American English. The more you notice them, the more natural they'll become.
And don't forget to listen for them in movies, podcasts, TV shows, and conversations.
Most importantly, use them yourself. Even if your sentences aren't perfect at first, practice is what creates fluency.
Here's a final question for you. Which of these 5 expressions do you think you'll use the most this week?
Let us know in the comments. We love reading your examples and seeing your progress.
And if today's lesson helped you, share it with a friend who's learning English too.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode from Fluent English.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in your progress. See you next time.